All right, well, turning to the campaign trail now, where a super PAC supporting the former Vice President Mike Pence is out now with a new ad in Iowa hitting Pence's former boss. Watch here.
America doesn't stand with thugs and dictators. We confront them. Or at least, we used to.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
There can be no room in the leadership of the Republican Party for apologists for Putin. There can only be room for champions of freedom.
All right, so to be clear here, this is the super PAC, right? So Mike Pence and his campaign firewall, they can't really coordinate with the super PAC. But Mark, your former boss, they're walking a very fine line in Pence world here, are they not?
I think they are, but I also don't think this is just aimed at Donald Trump.
Who else?
This is aimed at Ron DeSantis. This is an ad saying if there's anyone else that can stand toe-to-toe with world leaders, I did it. As Mike Pence, I stood toe-to-toe.
But
I sent the message.
There's imagery there.
There's imagery
of
there. And I'm not saying it's not also not also at Trump, but it's also aimed at DeSantis by saying, if this world is in chaos, if this world is in trouble, I'm the one who has stared down Vladimir Putin. I'm the one who went to North Korea. I have this relationship with all of these world leaders. Ron DeSantis is the governor of Florida.
Denise?
Well, you know, I looked at the polls at the beginning of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and most Americans, 62%, believed Putin never would have even invaded. Russia would have invaded the Ukraine if Trump was president. So while they may not like what he does and his overtures and how close he is and chummy with some of the folks that we don't love in America, what they do like is actually his strength. I mean, Americans felt safer under President Trump. And so I'm not sure that this really helps Pence make a case very well.
You know, Sean, you were there. I was there. A lot of us were there. Mark was there. Mike Pence stood by the side of Donald Trump every single day, 365 days a year for 4 years. And now this. Was this inevitable in your eyes?
Well, look, I get that he has to make a contrast with Trump, but this was the wrong thing for 3 reasons. One, as Denise said, it's old news and people clearly haven't used it as a reason not to like Trump. So you're not bringing up anything new. Two, to your point, Pence was there. So it's like, wait, if you had a problem with this, why didn't you say it when you were standing shoulder to shoulder with the greatest president in the world, which is what he used to say. And number 3 is, if people do take this argument to light, I don't know that it benefits Pence. So I think for those 3 reasons, as they say on Shark Tank, I'm out.
All right.
Yeah, but politically, though, it doesn't get him to the end zone. It just doesn't. I mean, it's an interesting issue, but he's got to move up in the polls, and giving love taps or love hates to Donald Trump in that type of ad isn't going to move him up in the polls. They're all still afraid of Donald Trump and personally attacking him, and you got to go through Donald Trump. You can't go around him.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.